Welcome to NNX from the Northwestern News Network, where we deliver your news faster than you can eat a bowl of mac and cheese. I'm Jasmine Kim.
And I'm Sabrina Carson. Let's get right into the past week's top stories.
We begin with breaking news from Evanston's District 65 schools. The district reached a tentative agreement with its teachers' union on a new contract Monday night. After months of negotiations, last week talks broke down when the two sides, quote, broached financials. The previous agreement expired in August, and the teachers have been working without a contract for the beginning of the school year. The school district has cited roughly $15 million of necessary budget cuts for why they could not meet the teachers' demands. A federal mediator had been brought in to help broker a new deal.
We can't let up. We have to keep working, keep pushing, keep letting our voices be heard. We can't be quiet. We can't sit down. We can't sit back.
The district superintendent and president of the teachers union released a statement that said the bargaining team will bring the contract to the union first for ratification before passing it on to the school board for approval.
Despite the new contract, there is more turmoil for one of District 65's schools. All 8th graders have decided to leave the embattled Bessie Rhodes School after the school gave families the choice to remain at Bessie Rhodes, reversing course after initially announcing all 7th and 8th graders would be moved to different schools at the end of the fall trimester. 10 of the 23 8th graders at Bessie Rhodes had decided to stay at the school throughout the school year, but all changed their mind before Monday's deadline. For those staying at Bessie Rhodes, District 65 will have members of the district office fill vacancies and provide instruction for the rest of the school year. Bessie Rhodes will permanently shut its door at the end of the 2025 to 2026 school year.
And the Cats rushed to Wrigley Field to face off against the Ohio State Buckeyes in Northwestern's homecoming football game.
Over 38,000 people packed Wrigley Field.
Over 38,000 packed the stands. Saturday tickets were $50 for students, an increase from the free tickets offered for other games this season at Martin Stadium. Although the Cats lost, maintaining their 4-year losing streak for games played at Wrigley, students say they enjoyed the experience.
I think it's really important that Northwestern students continue to connect with the city of Chicago. It's very easy to stay isolated in the bubble of Evanston, and I think it's really, really great that we can kind of come into the city and affiliate ourselves with the city and get to know it a little bit more.
Northwestern football will return to Wrigley in 2 weeks to defend the Land of Lincoln Trophy against Illinois.
But back in Evanston, Northwestern celebrated several homecoming festivities on campus. Medill held a reception in the McCormick Foundation Center on Friday. Dressed head to toe in purple with pins denoting their graduation year, alumni gathered to celebrate milestone graduations ranging from 5 to 40 years. For many, this weekend was filled with reunions and longtime friends.
When I rolled up here, I saw my friends on the corner, like just outside of Fisk Hall, and I literally jumped out of my lift and ran toward them and gave them all hugs because it's been forever since I've seen them.
That will definitely be me 20 years down the road.
Evanston City Council and the ETHS Board of Education are launching new programs to improve mental health care. A $50,000 project proposal from the Department of Health and Human Services aims to establish a community-wide mental health first aid program. The new initiative will include training for businesses, churches, and long-term care facilities to prepare Evanston residents to help those experiencing a mental health challenge. Although the program has been met with widespread approval, some residents want to see the city do more.
I know that my kids in elementary school are learning some things about this, and I think it's nice that the public schools are teaching this to children.
Yesterday, ETHS started their pilot program called Referral GPS to ensure mental health resources are available to all students regardless of their family's economic status.
Last Thursday, Northwestern's Astrophysics Research Center Sierra held their annual public lecture. This year's talk featured physicist and jazz musician Dr. Stefan Alexander. Opening with a jazz performance, Dr. Alexander explored the fusion of art and science. He finds that connections between the two areas allow for a unique perspective and open the door to further experimentation. From the Pythagorean theorem to theoretical physics, Alexander connected jazz music and the cosmos, drawing from personal experience as a scientist and musician.
And so I found that over the years, continuing my work as a jazz musician has informed me doing better physics and vice versa.
If you want to explore more, check out Dr. Stefan Alexander's book, The Jazz of Physics.
This weekend, 3 of Northwestern's dance groups brought the boom to the stage. Performing together in the largest dance show on campus, Refusionshaka, Refresh Dance Crew, Fusion Dance Company, and Boom Shaka teamed up to produce this spectacle. The show featured hip-hop, contemporary, and jazz dance, along with Boom Shaka's percussion. Audiences could also see a rotating cast of guest performances from other student groups, including graffiti dancers and Dali Duro.
It really is like a collaborative effort. I think it's really special to be able to share art with people and to be able to fill a space with that much energy and music and sound and dance.
Though the show finished its run on Saturday, Refresh, Fusion, and Boom Shaka will perform in their own individual shows later this school year.
Following the trend of celebrity lookalike contests, Chicagoans gathered on Saturday for their own. NNN's Marcelo Cano has the story.
Too many cooks in the kitchen? Not at Humboldt Park on Saturday morning. Contestants competed to see who looked most like Jeremy Allen White, star actor in Hulu's series The Bear, set in Chicago.
At least 10 people send me the poster. I was like, yeah, I guess I'll go. I've had enough people come up to me in the clubs asking, hey, are you Jeremy Allen White?
Hundreds of people attended the contest after its poster went viral on social media. But mental health therapist Ben Shabad made the crowd say yes, chef, bringing home $50 and a pack of cigarettes as a winning prize.
I just feel really excited. This is a really fun day. There's a ton of people, way more than I expected.
After the contest ended, attendees stuck around to take pictures with Shabad and the other Carmeens.
I just want to be able to tell people that I did this. I feel like that's pretty sick.
It's a feeling many of the lookalikes shared, not in the kitchen, but with each other.
What I really got out of this was just the sense of community, and I just feel like today we're all Jeremy Allen White.
Hanging up the apron at Humboldt Park, Marcela Cano, Northwestern News Network.
Thanks, Marcella. That's such a cool event. Do you have any celebrity lookalikes?
I don't think so. How about you?
I do not, but I am accidentally called Sabrina Carpenter all the time and have been called that on air already, which is always funny. That's all for NNX tonight. I'm Sabrina Carson.
And I'm Jasmine Kim. Next up is the Northwestern News Report. Have a great evening.